If it's a gaming project, if it's got VC funding, if it's a free mint, it is going to cook. In this video, I'm going to go over the 5 projects that I'm looking at that I think have really great potential. Now, also, first off, I'm not whitelisted for any of these. If you're from any of the teams of any of these, hit me up. Please give me whitelist. I would love that. Also, down below, there are chapters so you can fast forward to the sections that you want to help you navigate the video easier so you can get to the projects that you want to look at. Also, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research before moving in on the space. Even though these are free mints, they still can be risks. So first up is Citizen Conflict. So this thing is a shooter, and their trailers, everything that's been coming out from Citizen Conflict looks like it is just going to absolutely rip. The engagement that they're getting, the characters, the IP, everything looks sick. Now, obviously, this thing is a free mint, and when it comes to supply, it's not going to be a large supply. It's definitely going to be under a 4K supply, like well under a 4K, so that's where the supply is sitting. Small supplies are great, usually does quite well. So now I know you're saying, how can I get whitelist for this? It looks hyped. What can I do? If you actually head to the Twitter or X account, head to their side link, which is the link in their bio, then click on Discord, head into their Discord. In their Discord, they are still giving away allow list, which is great, but there is another way. In one of their tweets, they actually have a pre-mint link. Now, this is so easy. Like, retweet, follow a couple of things, and you're good to go. There's only 5 spots being given away, but just have a go because it looks like this thing is going to cook. Now, why am I bullish and why is everyone bullish on it? It is by QORPO, which is a platform that are developing a bunch of different games, and they've actually got a bunch of funding. They've got $6.5 million worth of investments, and they've got a 70-member team. Now, another thing that I've heard is that, and you can see it right here in the bio, is the QORPO token. Now, what the speculation is that Citizen Conflict will be, because it's powered by QORPO, there will be some kind of airdrop. So add another airdrop layer into it, and it just absolutely rips. Now, with the actual project itself, to get allow list, there were a couple of different ways that you could have gotten when it comes to actually holding NFTs. Now, please note these snapshots have taken, so don't go buying these. The Smiler by Crypto.com, this thing, this got you allow list. It's sitting at 950 now, so that can kind of give you an idea of where people may think it can go. And then with this Animate Genesis 0, I think it was like if you had some of these, and these are sitting at around $1,500 US. So I'm not saying that the floor is going to rip up to sort of over $1,000, but this is how you were able to get allow list by having some of these sort of pre-snapshot, which is always good when it comes to those that want to speculate. Now, next up on the list is Overtrip. Now, when it comes to the drop details, it is going to be, of course, a free mint. It's going to be under a 1K supply, which is absolutely great. And I've heard that it's going to be minting in February, which is good. So it gives you a little bit of time to get allow list. So this thing is going to be a battle royale, and it's going to have a closed alpha that will be launched ahead of its mint. So I would imagine you'll see a lot of clips and things like that leading up to the mint, which should then build a lot of hype, which is great because right now we've only really got cinematic trailers, and once you see gameplay, that usually gets everyone hyped for it. It's funded by Shima Capital, so it's got plenty of growth, plenty of capital, and it's being launched by GameStarter. So it's going to be using the GameStarter game token, and the speculation is that there will be an airdrop because if you mint this, it's powered by the game token by GameStarter. GameStarter's running this. I think you know where I'm kind of going here. And you can see the GameStarter game token here. It's already out. So an airdrop with a coin that's already got some liquidity, it's a good thing. So now I bet you're asking, how can I get allow list? One of the best things you could do is jump into their Discord, head over to their X account and then jump into their Discord. But another way is their pre-mint link, 5 spots, not a huge amount of spots, but look, it's like the lottery. If you can get it, you can get it. Like, retweet, do all of that. Hell worth doing this. It looks like this is going to rip. It's going to cook. So that is Overtrip. Next up on the list is AstraArk. Now, this is of course, free mint. 800 supply minting on the 31st, so it's coming just around the corner. Now, it is a tower defense game, and they're working on a second one. They raised $5.4 million, which is great, so they've got capital to kind of run this out, and it's going to be a mobile game. Now, I know that mobile games do get a lot of hate, and that's really how you're going to onboard the masses, by having the sort of general public and those casual gamers coming through. They're actually doing a play to whitelist a little bit as well if you rank. So if you're good, then you might actually score it. But I think the pre-mint links are just a little bit easier if you're trying to maximize your chances. Now next up is Xociety, which is an MMORPG. Now the game previews on this look sick, the IP looks great, it looks like it's going to do really well. Now when it comes to price, of course, free mint. This is a supply of 1,499 and it is minting on the 30th, so it is just around the corner. Now they already do have a collection out and that is currently sitting at a 0.185 ETH floor, and that is a collection of around 1,000. So that should give you an idea of where things might settle on the secondary. I would imagine like the hype could take over and it does run up a little bit higher, but usually that doesn't play out and the ecosystem as a whole stays at the same market cap, and then it sort of redistributes and equalizes across the board. Now the team behind this is absolutely stacked. They've done a whole bunch of other games and other things before with millions and millions of users. They were also running Everytown, which is at $100 million worth of revenue, Ragnarok Online, 50 million users, and NC Universe, which has had 20 million downloads. So it's absolutely crazy. This is what is going to be minting, which is the Avatar collection. I think this looks sick. Now the last one, it's just a bit of an extra one, is Bball Verse. Now Supremo actually slid into my DMs. We were having a chat and he dropped some information on it, so I thought I would actually jump in here and share it, because I think with everyone paying attention to the shooters, this is the kind of thing that I think could do quite well, because people do like playing 2K. Now this is so speculative, this one, in terms of if it'll actually work out, and I'll break it down for these reasons. But basically the drop details is it's going to be of course a free mint, it's going to be a low supply, it's also got $3 million worth of VC funding, and it's going to have a token involved. Now the reason I think this is just an interesting play overall is people do like playing 2K, people like playing basketball, but if in the Twitter account it says powered by NBA and EuroLeague stars. Now if they can actually get any big names on this thing will absolutely rip. So the idea about paying attention to this project as a whole right now is the fact that if you can actually get iconic people on board, so they've got Mo Bamba at the moment, if you get any really big ball players coming in and sort of being involved in any way, shape or form, this thing will absolutely rip, absolutely cook. I can also see a very arcade style basketball game working out really well. I can see people streaming it, all of that. The reason I say it's very speculative is I don't see many people talking about this, and I think that it's got everything almost there for it to cook if some things tick over. So because it is a little bit early compared to everything else, everyone else is focused on a lot of other shooter games and all of those types of things. I think this has a chance to actually do quite well because the attention is elsewhere. It means that you're able to get in. Then there is a catalyst, and it feels like this thing almost feels like it lends itself to normal people playing, but we'll kind of see. Look, it's like I said, it's early, it's a little bit of fun, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that to you just as a fun little extra. So those are 5 free mint gaming NFT projects that are coming up. They're coming up real soon, so jump in, join those pre-mints, do all of that. Get yourself out there, try to get that allow list, because I think some of these will cook. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop some love down below. I had a pleasure making this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.